We're Rich and Chris. This is a recap of our last 2 years traveling the United States on motorcycles. Okay, so look straight at the camera.
Uh-huh.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
How about if we sell the house, kick the kids out, and do this full-time next summer for 6 months? I meant just on the bikes. Just in case you think we're the worst parents ever about saying kick the kids out.
They're only 12 and 14. Using what we had in the garage.
Am I lopsided?
Yeah, you're lopsided.
Well, you know, we're going on a trip. And normally when you pack for a motorcycle trip, you try to pack as lean as possible to keep the bike as light as possible, because the saying has always been, there's a Walmart in just about every town. And that was pre-COVID-19. Post-COVID-19, or during COVID-19, yes, there's still Walmarts out there. Yes, they're still open, but they don't have all the stuff that you need. I thought I would bring some stuff to negotiate with. You know, like, hey, I have a half a bottle of hand sanitizer. You want to trade that steak? Or, hey, I've got toilet paper. I don't want to leave this stuff at home. I'm going to stick it wherever I can. We sold the house and everything in it.
After we loaded everything on the bikes, we headed out.
And then we moved into an REI Kingdom 6 tent.
This is your living room with ergonomical camping chairs. Then we have the master suite. We have low profile bedding, closets on both sides for plenty of storage.
We got to visit so many beautiful places in this first year.
But this type of travel does bring its own set of challenges.
Here we are at the Blue Lake RV Resort.
What time train's coming through?
6:45.
Here comes the 6:45, right on schedule.
Let's just hope the 1:44 a.m. one doesn't come through.
But how about the 3:15?
Or the 5:30.
Quickly followed by the 10, and then it was the 10:30.
Then I woke up at the 1:44 and the 3.
Yes.
And the 5. I finally got out of bed at 6.
We're remodeling, kind of. I guess we just didn't get it out of our system with our old house. So, and we are going to just pick our tent up and walk it over there to what we feel is a nicer spot and less dusty.
The other RVers that are here, they're going to be like, what are they doing?
We just want to entertain everybody.
So what did we learn today? When you set your tent up, set it completely up, which includes all of the straps on the outside, all of the tie downs that need to be tied down, all of the eyelets that need to be secured to the ground. Especially when we saw that it was going to rain.
Yes.
And of course, did we do that?
No.
No. Here I am dancing around, trying to tie everything down, and then it's here.
Oh my gosh. But when we find hidden places to camp, it makes it all worth it.
But sometimes when you least expect it, weather comes in.
Unfortunately, tent living wasn't meant to last. I'm trying to film something.
What do you want to film?
I'm filming us.
Us in the dark?
Yeah. Yes, it's,
Like dark
it's
again?
See?
Because it's dark.
See, look, dark,
Dark?
light.
Dark.
It gets dark really early here. So this is a bittersweet moment. This is probably the last night in our tent.
Oh my gosh, it is, huh?
Yes.
You want to tell them?
No.
All right, I'll tell you.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! So what we have is a 2008 Bunkhouse XL camper.
And we need
As year 2 goes on, we had to roll with the punches.
What happens if you can't get it started? Y'all know, obviously you've seen it so far, that we are stuck on the side of the road. Just last night, Richard and I had a conversation of how, when things go wrong, how we have to stay positive and work through the situation rather than respond angrily and negatively. So we wanted to let you guys know that we are sitting here, we are waiting for the tow truck to come, and you know what we're doing? You guys are helping us out. I know you don't realize this, but
Yes.
we are sitting here reading all of your encouraging
All of
comments.
the positive things.
Yes. And
Yes.
we are feeding off of your positive energy right now. And so
Yes.
I want to give a big shout out to all of you guys. Thank you for
It actually looks like it's leaning this way a little bit. Or this way? Yeah.
not what I expected to happen. Not on 100 years.
Nope.
So here's what we did. We took my bike in yesterday for some planned maintenance. And my bike is never coming back. That's the gist of it.
After being completely devastated yesterday, which is understandable.
I miss my motorcycle.
Well, we brought it in for a simple, routine service, and here we are walking out with a new GS. How exciting it is to have Bob Wells reach out to us and do an interview with us. That's awesome. Does the phone audio?
Just went for a walk, and everybody in this area is so concerned for us because the winds are supposed to be tonight 30 miles an hour with gusts up to 50. And so they're very concerned. They're offering tie-down straps, bungee cords, additional stakes. They want to make sure that we're here in the morning. So
Everything is solid. Everything is solid. It's just nerve-wracking.
So what we learned was that we knew the wind was coming. We took a lot of precautions, but yesterday was calm, and what we should have done is headed out. And so
Looked on the map and found out where the wind was not.
yeah, and that's where we should have headed to.
Instead, we went to London Bridge.
Okay.
Cheers.
Yeah, we settled in. Richard's had a couple cocktails to kind of wind down from the rather stressful trip up from Black River Harbor up to Copper Harbor. We rely a lot on solar power to charge a whole plethora of things. We can't just do it off the motorcycles because we don't
not
ride
enough
every
power.
day and there's not enough power.
Not enough power in the battery, so that's why we have what we have, and it's actually not big enough.
No, it's not. So here's what we did. We landed in Minnesota in a beautiful state park, and guess what the Minnesota state parks have?
You can see behind us.
They have a lot of trees. This is probably our last night in Ruby. Golly, it's bittersweet again. We have had so many adventures in her. It's priceless. Year 3 brought us more comfort, but that didn't make it any less challenging. We got to the campground and we opened up the camper. This was open and all 1 dozen eggs was on the floor. Of housekeeping first before we hit the road. We need to stop into the post office, talk to the postmaster named Lisa, because life on the road, you always have to figure out how can I get my mail, and the way to get our mail here is have it general delivered or UPS to the post office.
Riding ADV bikes pushed us to our limits and taught us a lot of valuable lessons.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That's normal. Straighten it. Seems to be my problem all day. Yes. I can't do this. But you know, they say do a hard thing every day, and this was definitely a hard thing today. But I did it. I pushed through it. Okay, I gave up once. Let's be honest. And we're traveling some really awesome, supportive guys. Okay.
But now we're doing something different.
Yes.
We're gonna load up everything we can on just the bikes and head out.
No trailer.
No trailer this time. Just bikes.
I think he's been very gracious with me about pulling trailers and bringing all of my stuff, including the kitchen sink. However, we are going to put everything on 2 motorcycles. We are going to tent camp. We are going to cook. We are going to go out and enjoy the wilderness. And yeah.
That's the plan.